endorsing candidates in the primary. And I'll say my feeling is that the caucuses should be working for the party as a whole, and that any candidate who has a question about some issue that a caucus has expertise in should feel free to go to the caucus and get their advice and their support in formulating their policies and so on. But when the caucuses start endorsing, and now we have, the caucuses, we may have caucuses endorsing different candidates, so the women's caucus is pushing one candidate and the black caucus is pushing another candidate, and is that good? I'm very uneasy with that, so I just want to raise that question about, do we want to, if we get into that situation where the caucuses feel like they have to start picking sides, aren't we taking something that should be supporting the whole party and all candidates and turning it into a partisan field of battle? And I also think that caucuses, if they did decide to endorse, they should at least be fair about it. They should give every candidate an opportunity to address the caucus and appeal for their endorsement, rather than deciding ahead of time who you want to endorse and then not even telling the other candidates that you're going to endorse, or that you're having a meeting and only allowing people to speak for one side. So there's different questions, I think, relative to endorsements that are made by Green Party entities that should be supporting the party as a whole and candidates as a whole, but they decide to take sides.
Shannon, you're up.
Okay, my comment is related to what Karen and Katie said about communications with the states. And I've been on the accreditation team for the last 2 conventions, or maybe 3 conventions. And when Karen made this the statement, we need communication, we're not getting communication from the states when we're getting communications from some of the states. Obviously.
Yeah, I did not mean to make a blanket
Yeah, so it sounded like, but also at the other end, being the one that had to receive that information from the states, it was like pulling teeth. I mean, the states were supposed to get it in by 30 days in advance. I mean, and David McCorkadal and I mean, we were like, what should have been a job that ended 30 days before the convention, we had to keep on going and keep on going and keep on going, because in general, what Karen was saying is accurate, and the states aren't, didn't reply, and then they don't understand why, like we hesitate to accredit them right at the meeting, and so the states do need to take responsibility to accredit their delegations in advance.